The Andrew Jergens Company, makers of Jergens Lotion, the most famous name in hand care, and new Woodbury Soap, now with 7 smoothing face cream oils, presents Bride and Groom.
Hello, most cordial welcome to Bride and Groom. Today we're going to meet Miss Carolyn Shaw, who's a very attractive young lady who was born in China and came to this country when her father was made advisor to the United Nations delegation of the Chinese. She herself is employed as a translator-announcer for the Voice of America, and her husband, soon-to-be, Mr. George Wood, is also a native of China, was by Eastman Kodak as a chemical engineer. According to this application, this story begins in December of 1953 when a very lonely young man who'd waited a long time for the right girl to come along heard from a friend that he would like to introduce him to a girl whom he thought would be ideal, and yet he was undecided whether the 350-mile trip from Rochester to New York City would be worthwhile. Is that right, George?
That's right. Actually, I hesitated several days before I make up my mind. But finally, I came to the time that a friend of mine in Rochester, she offered me a round-trip ticket to New York, present me as an early Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm. So you came to New York?
Yeah, that's right. Then I came down to New York immediately, and I attended a dancing party where I met a lot of Chinese girls. Of course, among them was Miss Caroline Shaw. And the next day, I went back to her home, and I stayed dinner at her home. Then, by that time, people could see us, that we have stars in both of our eyes.
In other words, the first time you met Carolyn, though she was surrounded by other pretty Chinese girls, you noticed her especially, and by the second time, you were very much interested in each other.
Positive.
And then George went back to Rochester and returned again right after Christmas. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. He brought a calendar with him, and then he started to telling me how many days he was going to stay in New York. And then he started to give order. For instance, like 9 a.m. we go out to visit friends.
Mm-hmm.
3 p.m. we will go to Museum of Modern Art. But
He planned all this without even consulting you?
no. So his confidence was set back a little when he proposed on New Year Eve, because I said we didn't know each other long enough.
I see. Well, then, George, in a situation like that, what can you do? I mean, just redouble your efforts?
Well, actually, I should, and I did. I spent all my money in transportation from Rochester to New York, and I spent a lot of money on the hotel fees, hotel bills, and bus fares,
long-distance
calls, mail stamps, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But by the Valentine's Day, the battle was all over. I won the victory, and she accepted me as a lifetime partner.
Oh, fine. No other complications, Caroline?
No, just because we loved each other so firmly and faithfully. And on your application, you ask, is there any unusual accomplishments?
Mm-hmm.
I asked George if he had any. He said, besides, I get a girl like you.
Just getting a girl like you is enough of an unusual accomplishment. Well, I certainly agree, George. And I know all your friends here in New York and Rochester, and even those you left behind in China, join us in wishing you great happiness always. Incidentally, it'll be a great privilege to attend your wedding, which is going to be in Chinese, I understand. Your minister is Reverend John Lee Young of the Chinese Grace Missions. Isn't that right, New York?
That's right.
And Larry Cotton is standing by to sing a very beautiful wedding song right now.
Oh, perfect love of human thoughts transcending, lowly we kneel in prayer before thy throne, that theirs may be
眾位兄弟姊妹，我等今日在上帝面前聚集，乃為此二人舉行基督教婚姻之聖禮，而同心祈求上帝祝福與彼等。福良以願在尊上帝之旨意與慶年結婚，今後無論彼有疾病無病，以很常敬愛佢、安慰佢、尊敬佢、保護佢，與佢終身度日否？慶年以願在尊上帝之旨意與福良結婚，今後無論彼有病無病，與很常時敬愛彼、安慰彼、尊敬彼、保護彼，與彼終身度日否？
我願。
我福良，
我福良，
願遵上帝之旨意，
願遵上帝之意，
與慶年結婚，
青年結婚，
自今以後，無論安樂困苦，
無論安樂困苦，
苦口貧窮，
富厚貧窮，
有病無病，
有病無病，
我必敬愛你，
我必敬愛你，
保護你，直至終身。此乃我之所願。我慶年。
我慶年。
願遵上帝之意旨。
願遵上帝之意旨。
與福良結婚。
與福良結婚。
自今以後。無論安樂困苦。苦口貧窮。有病無病。我必敬愛你。保護你。直至終身。此乃我之許願。俾個戒指我。我奉聖父、聖子、聖靈之名，予以結婚，將此戒指戴在以之指上為證據。福良與慶年既立約為夫婦，在上帝之面前，在會眾面前，彼此應許，又彼此握手。我奉聖父、聖子、聖靈之名，將此二人稱為夫婦。阿們。願主耶穌基督嘅恩、上帝嘅愛、聖靈嘅交際，保護與頂，賜福與頂。願上帝慈愛眷顧與頂，又是聖靈之恩典充滿與頂，使與頂今生和合同居，遵上帝旨意來生，共享永生，誠心所願。
A married man of 2 minutes.
I'm very excited.
You better sit down and relax because we have some wedding gifts you're going to receive. And one of them is this new Necky sewing machine. And boy, this Necky with its flock of versatile attachments is a real blessing in the home.
Oh, say, and here's that famous bridal shower of fine Jergens and Woodbury cosmetics for you, Caroline. It includes 3 fragrant Jergens stick colognes that are so delightful to use.
And here's your new Admiral refrigerator with its giant-sized freezer chest.
Now, we could tell you how magnificent this Admiral is, but we better let those removable door shelves and the push-button defrosting speak for themselves.
1 Hoover vacuum cleaner with Aerodyne tank and 12 attachments will be on hand to make your house cleaning a joy instead of a chore. Then you can just sit down and relax and enjoy the comfort of your Clevelander chair. For relaxing evenings at home, you just can't beat a Clevelander.
Oh, say, here's something else. 4 place settings of Reed & Barton's beautiful sterling silver, the choice of many brides. And your choice from their many original designs is this burgundy pattern.
And honeymoon time is here again, and so is your 1954 Pontiac, ready and waiting to take you westward into the Pocono Mountains for that lovely mountain retreat known as Skyline Inn. With manager John Riston to extend the hospitality, you're going to have a warm and royal welcome. You'll have the time of your lives, too, doing everything under the sun and in the sun.
Well, there are days of golf, tennis, swimming, and loafing or bicycling through the hills. It'll all pass so rapidly that you'll wish time could stand still and each perfect moment last forever. But memories will remain, and someday to come, you two will probably be heading back to the Skyline Inn for a happy anniversary.